it's Yaz from Yorkshire Pooches Therapies and welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm going to be doing a very special unboxing of my brand new Vetcare Photizo. Now anyone that's followed Yorkshire Pooches Therapies for even 5 minutes will know that I have worked with Photizo for a very long time. I've just gone and got my first Photizo. Now this Photizo I bought, it'll be about 7 years ago now. The gal's looking a little tired. She doesn't even say Photizo on the front anymore. The serial number has been rubbed away. But do you know what? She still goes like a champ. But I just recently did some filming with Photizo, and I was like, oh, actually, these are looking a little bit scruffy. So out of the blue, they sent me a fresh one because Ruth from Daintree Health Limited was like, Yaz, are you ready to, kind of like get your new Photizo? Like, for me, it still works, right? The one that I've had for 7 years is still working. It's still going. It's just looking a little bit scruffy because I use it every single day. So if I'm not using it in clinic, I'm using it on myself, at home, on the weekends, or in an evening. So they get a lot of heavy usage. And if you look after your battery, which I have, so like one of the things with Photizo is like making sure that you're not leaving it on charge overnight, making sure that you're using like a Photizo branded charger. It's all things to just improve battery life health. And it still works, it still does its job, but it is 7 years old and the battery isn't holding as much power as what it used to. So it's not affecting the dosage, but it's affecting how many doses I can deliver off of a full charge. Now, am I going to be giving my old Photizo back? Absolutely not, because I love how the button's worn in. I don't know, I'm just really familiar with it. So, I thought I would do an unboxing to show you what a Photizo looks like fresh out of the box. Okay, so, and I'm doing that. I've got a little bit of wrist pain with my job. I tend to get inflammation in my wrists, so I use Photizo when I can. So, let's have a look at the box. So, Vetcare Photizo, treatment of pain, musculoskeletal injuries and skin conditions for animals. And then we have Todd here. He's a Photizo baby. And then Sasha. I'm not quite sure who this horsey is here, but that's Sasha, that's Todd, and this is a horsey. Is that Chloe? No, that's not Chloe using it. Okay, so... And then it's got a little picture detail on the side of what's included. So you've got your Vetcare Photizo, your plug, and your kind of like carry case. Then on the back, you have, it kind of just goes over some of the key points about the Photizo. So Photizo Vetcare is CE approved for the treatment of pain, musculoskeletal injuries and skin conditions for animals. Conditions that can cause pain, skin conditions, wounds, lacerations, abscesses, saddle sores, skin allergies, eczema, etc. Obviously, there's a little diagram of a horse there. We're not putting saddles on dogs. Musculoskeletal problems such as arthritis, tendinosis, overuse injuries and muscle spasm, post-op, any area treated surgically, including skin grafts, corneal ulcers, viral-related conditions, and sinusitis. Sinusitis. There we go. So the natural healing power of light therapy. Throughout the ages, sunlight, as the earliest form of phototherapy, has been known to have both healing and wellness properties. Light is energy, and energy sustains life. It can't be destroyed, and it can be transformed. But it can be transformed into other forms. Photizo LED light therapy harnesses the healing power of red and infrared light at specific wavelengths and frequency for accelerating healing by activating the body's own pain and relaxing quotation marks medication. And then it's got a little diagram there of the light going in on a cone beam. So it's non-invasive, painless LEDs, no recovery time needed, increased blood flow into the area being treated, ensuring waste is quickly removed from the area. It's battery operated, it's rechargeable, it's pre-programmed, and it's a handheld device. And then it gives you some instructions on using the Vetcare. So place the Photizo lens against the skin, press the power button, wait until the time treatment ends, and move to the next spot and repeat. Specifications: the coverage area is 4.2 centimeters squared. The power output varies between 330 MW, which is watts, per centimeter square, and 380 watts centimeters squared. The wavelengths are 633 nanometers of red and 850 nanometers of infrared. So when I'm talking about Photizo, with the Photizo device, it's programmed with both a pulsed beam and a continuous beam, so that's why there's difference in the specification there. The reason for the use of both pulsed and a continuous beam is that there's research to support both, but I've been using the Photizo forever and a day. You can find a lot of content on why I use the Photizo, but this video I wanted to show you what it looks like when you unbox a Photizo. So, it's got a sticker on. Oh, it's a good quality sticker. It's a good job I had my nails done yesterday. Right, let's have a look. Just so you can see what it looks like in the box. I'm always dead nosy about stuff like that, especially when you're paying a lot of money for something, right? You want to know what it looks like. Right, okay. So, okay, so you have your Photizo Vetcare instructions for use. So this is precautions, safety precautions, preparing for treatment, how do I administer, operating the Photizo Vetcare, recommended dose guidelines for different animal species. So I always talk about making sure that you use the Photizo intuitively, you know, really listen to your animal. But if you are looking for like really specific guidelines, it's all in here. But I think the thing about the Photizo is that its use is so versatile. So I've used it on obviously a lot of pain. So from osteoarthritis, spinal conditions, luxating patella, because you don't have to have arthritis in luxating patella, for example, for it to be painful. That is just a painful condition. So I've also used it for skin conditions, grazes, insect bites as well. I've used it on ear infections. Obviously, this is alongside conventional, like veterinary medicine. The idea is it's supportive alongside conventional treatment. So there it is. Ooh, it's so new and shiny. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so you have your plug, and the plug has different attachments depending on what country you're in. So, obviously I'm in the UK, Yorkshire. So, I'm going to pull out the English plug adapter. And then, they didn't used to do these. Like, it used to just be just an English plug, but obviously they've now... Right, okay, so I've slotted it in, twisted it round. Job's a good one. Take my Photizo on holiday? No worries. I can... Wait a minute. How on earth do I do this now? Oh, and press the button, open. It's fine. I can use the Photizo in... Is that European? I think it's European. This is actually really handy to have this because I am actually going to Europe and I will be taking the Photizo because I never go anywhere without it. So yeah, super cute, super easy. So I'll keep those in the box. Obviously you've got your branded Photizo, so if you're ever like, oh, is this Photizo plug? Even kind of like the older models, so like the one that I've got, the plug will have Photizo written on it, so you know it's definitely the right one. Then you get a little kind of like slip case for it. To be honest, I don't use those because they're just kind of bouncing around in my clinic anyway. But Photizo do have the most beautiful, lush carry cases. I think I might have one here. 2 seconds. Aha! I do have one. So they come in loads of different colours. How cute is this? So if you wanted, like, you know, say you're going to be like travelling with your Photizo, or you know, you just wanted a little extra something for it to go in, you can get these really cute cases, which has got, you know, enough room to house your plug in and everything. So they come in grey, blue. I think they've got a pink one, maybe. If you go on the website, I think these are like, I want to say they're like 10-15 quid, something like that. Not expensive, and especially when you're putting a lot of money into this device, then I would say it's worth getting one. But to be honest, mine, it's so, they're so robust, but that's why mine all probably look scruffy, because I've used them continuously for the past 7 years. So, ooh, hello. you could. This is squeaky clean. This is a squeaky clean Photizo. I wonder if you can tell the difference. Mine just looks really mucky. So this is the older one. Don't know if the camera can pick it up, but you can just. Oh well, you can tell. So you can see that on. I don't know if you can see because the light in this room. So this one says Photizo, and then the Photizo's rubbed off that one. I wonder if it's got any charge. Heyo! Got 2 Photizos on the go. Pew pew. So, as well, at the bottom, you've got your serial numbers. So that one, my serial number has wiped off, but you've got your serial number there. Really, it's just good information to keep, good information to use. I'm actually going to just dose my face. Good information to keep, good information to use. Say if you needed to kind of like tap into the warranty or anything like that. But yeah, there you go. That's what. Oh, they were talking to each other. So that's what a brand new Photizo, fresh out the box, looks like. So this is I call it the BP Photizo, but it's the Vetcare Photizo. And then you've also got the silent Vetcare Photizo as well. So thank you very much to Photizo for sending me out some fresh units. As always, incredibly appreciated. Incredibly appreciated. And, you know, I've worked with Photizo for a long time. And if you're still kind of like on the fence about maybe getting a device for like you or your animal, just ring them up and have a chat. You know, the team are so incredibly knowledgeable over the phone, and you know, there's like I've made loads of bits of content about Photizo, and long will it continue. But if you're like, do you know what? There's a Facebook group, and then yeah, just pick up the phone as well and have a conversation with them. Really lovely team. I absolutely love them to bits. So there you go. That's what unboxing a Photizo looks like. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. And as always, lots of love to you and your dogs, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care for now. Bye.